Bore da pawb, good morning everybody. Piers Lunt here, head gardener at the Bishop's Park in Abergwili on an absolutely beautiful late autumn morning. Finally the rain seems to have cleared for a while and we've got some sun breaking through and really showing off the park in all of its winter beauty. So we've got National Tree Week coming up from the 28th to the 6th of December. So I thought I'd just give a little introduction to some of the trees that we have here. Throughout the week I'll actually post up more specific videos focusing on particular individual tree species. But I thought we'd start just here in the formal park, which is really a bit of an arboretum, and just point out some of the wonderful trees that we have here. So by the main entrance we've got some coast redwoods from the west coast of the United States. We've got an old yew tree here. There's a fantastic old box over there, which you very rarely see that kind of size. And it's probably old topiary from a couple of hundred years ago that was allowed to get away at some point and has grown into a fantastic specimen tree in its own right. We've got some field maple here. This one right in front of us is actually a purple sycamore. That's a rather fine tree. And this one here is one of our 3 London plane trees, an absolutely stunning tree. And if you haven't been here to the park, then you really should come down and come and experience this this wonderful individual here. It's probably very old. I mean, it could be 150 years. And it's just wonderful, isn't it? All that really twisted, gnarly growth. The beautiful bark pattern. Yeah, it's one of our really iconic trees here, and in fact you can just see a second one over there in the car park as well, another fantastic individual. So then coming out into the centre of the formal lawn, we've got the Marmite tree, the monkey puzzle over there. You either love it or you hate it. I have to admit I absolutely love monkey puzzles, and this is a really fine specimen, it's one of the best I've seen. We've got the 2 Dawn redwoods here, 27 metres and 21 metres tall respectively. The larger one is probably the tallest Dawn redwood in Carmarthenshire, so it's a bit of a record holder for us here. And this common lime, an absolutely beautiful tree with all of that fantastic thick growth in the middle there, was providing wonderful habitat for all sorts of creatures. Now this tree could be up to 400 years old, and I suspect it certainly does have a great age to it. We've got the Italian alder here, still very much holding on to its green leaves, one of the last to drop. And we've got another maple over here as well, holding on to its lower leaves with that beautiful yellow autumn colour. And just through there you can see our historic cedar of Lebanon, so that's an evergreen conifer, and that is, I suspect, probably 200 years old. Slightly more. I believe it was probably planted at the time of George Murray, Bishop George Murray, who lived here between 1801 and 1803. So I think that's got really quite an age to it. So, those of you who know the park will obviously be familiar with a lot of these trees. Those of you who don't know the park, I would urge you to come down here and have a look at them. They look absolutely beautiful like this in the winter, but they also look stunning right throughout the year, as many trees do. So, enjoy National Tree Week, get out to any of your local green spaces, get to know your local trees. They provide so much benefit in all the obvious ways, but also just for well-being as well.